Coming up on Small Town Big Deal. Big horses.
I think you're looking pretty handsome.
Well, thank you. Oh, you're...
Big machines.
I can do this. They're like giant transformers.
And big chocolate memories.
Put your hips into it.
Welcome to Small Town Big Deal.
We've traveled across the country and firmly believe that the people in small towns are the hands that keep America strong.
So join us, Rodney Miller,
And Jann Carl,
as we show you the great things these people do on Small Town Big Deal.
Welcome to Small Town Big Deal. I'm Rodney Miller.
And I'm Jann Carl.
You know, Boonville, Missouri has a lot of big deals.
Located halfway between St. Louis and Kansas City.
Like Daniel Boone's sons helped settle this area.
And there are over 400 historic places on the National Registry.
Wow, you know, but the really big deal here, Jan, and I know you're going to love this, is living, breathing, and weighs in at almost 2,000 pounds.
That is big.
By now you've figured out we're talking Clydesdales, but not just any Clydesdales. We're talking the world-famous Budweiser Clydesdales.
and we're talking a lot of them. Here at Warm Springs Ranch in Boonville, there are 98 of them.
Correction! Make that 99 and more on the way, because this ranch is the official breeding facility for all the Budweiser Clydesdales.
It's a 340-acre ranch that has 14 miles of white fencing, 10 paddocks, each with their own shelter, a small lake, and a 25,000-square-foot barn.
John Soto is the breeding supervisor, and he's been working with the Budweiser Clydesdales for 33 years.
What is it you love about breeding these animals?
Oh, I mean, in a way, it's what's not to love. I mean, it's the Budweiser Clydesdales. Every birth is a whole new experience. I mean, we look at the mother and try to find the right sire, you know, for that year, and 11 months later is like your Christmas.
Do you have any idea how many babies you have brought into the world?
I'm guessing probably 400, 450 at this point.
Congratulations. We should have brought a box of cigars.
So, you're quite the midwife.
The midwife, that's what a lot of people say. So what are you a vet? No. What are you, I'm a midwife.
A Budweiser Clydesdale must be bay in color and have a black mane and tail, 4 white socks, and a white blaze on their nose.
There's no doubt foaling season is the busiest time of the year.
We have anywhere from 30 to 45 babies a year. I mean, we're always shooting for around 40.
That's a lot.
That keeps you busy. Yeah. And this year we're due to have 42 babies. We're over halfway there.
Jan and I got up close to those babies and their moms, and we're amazed how comfortable they were around us.
I'm really having a good time out here, but Jan's just having a great time.
They were also very curious.
And a little mischievous.
I don't know if I can turn my back on you.
But cute beyond words.
They are magnificent, and their personality is so fantastic.
Yeah.
Of course, if I lived here, I'd be pretty happy too. Yeah.
So much here at Warm Springs Ranch is impressive, but one of those things is how John makes sure he is at every birth.
I keep records on every mare because every mare comes up to that birthing times differently. Once they get within 30 days of having the baby, we're bringing them into the barn every single night. You're looking to see if there's any changes in the last few hours, and that's when we'll go with a foaling alert. Okay, so this is our foal alert. We suture this to the back side of the mare, and if she does to start to foal, everything starts expanding, a foot starts coming out, it pops this magnet out, my alarm goes off, then the auto dialer calls me. Now you get...
Oh, that's perfect!
That's just too cool.
John lives on the property and can be down to the barn in about a minute and a half.
Foaling season, foaling is never that far from me. You know, so I mean, if I'm in the shower, it's right there. If I'm, you know, anywhere, if I'm eating dinner, it's in my pocket. No matter where I am, that phone, I mean, this I carry it with me wherever.
You sleep with it?
Oh yeah, it's right this far from my head.
Warm Springs Ranch opened in 2008. Before that, the breeding was done in California. One of the biggest differences here, they give tours to the public.
Every year, the tours have gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. Last year, we had over 16,000 guests come through our facility.
Visitors can get right next to these gentle giants. Today, John put us to work getting Duke ready for his adoring public.
Come on, Duke. I feel really short.
Welcome to Spa Small Town Big Deal.
First up, washing those famous white socks. Next, curry comb and vacuum.
I don't know if I can reach the top.
You want me to get that?
Jan did the soft brush, and I got stuck with the tail.
The tail?
And the tail. And the forelock.
Okay, Betty. Nice, Betty. She gets the honors of cleaning his nose.
Duke is finished just in time. A classic car club has arrived and about to start their tour. From one kind of horsepower to another.
From Stallion Row to a mare who's about to foal, the tours get to see a lot of the ranch.
They also learn how the Clydesdale tradition was born. When Prohibition ended in 1933, the Clydesdales delivered a case of beer to President Roosevelt.
The highlight of the tour, the foals. The guide explains they arrive weighing about 150 pounds and that labor is usually less than 10 minutes.
Then, at the end of the tour, a photo op with Duke.
After the tour was gone, John took us to the stall where a portion of this year's very popular Budweiser Super Bowl ad was shot. It starred one of his fillies that the public named Hope.
John admits that, just like in the ad, he has a strong connection to the foals.
You know, you do have a feeling of pride because that's what we're here to do, and it is pretty neat. It's really a good feeling. So, you know, when I did see that commercial, I actually did get a little bit of a lump in my throat, and I thought, this is neat. This is what we do.
Since the commercial spotlighted the breeding program, more and more people have signed up for the tours, and the first thing they want to see is Hope.
So she and her mom, along with another colt and his mom, are right out front for everyone to see.
It's kind of neat, you know, because everyone's like, oh my God, making a big deal over a little Hope, and I mean, she's our baby right here.
There really is no doubt how passionate John is about his job and the Clydesdales.
As we left, we saw John bringing a mare into the barn for the night and overheard him talking to her.
All right, Mama, baby tonight, baby tonight.
It's time to man up with Massey. Take it from the farmers who already have.
We were John Deere, that was in our blood. We are now colorblind. We are looking for value.
Simply just gets the job done.
I have to say, Massey opened my eyes.
This isn't your daddy's Massey, Ferguson.
We're not just out to change your tractor. We're out to change the game. Go to manupwithmassey.com.
For 110 years, Morton Buildings has served the needs of the American farmer. Today, we continue to construct farm buildings while also offering custom stall barns, workshops, garages, and commercial facilities. From concept through completion, Morton Buildings handles every aspect of your project. Join generations of customers who've discovered the quality and dependability of a Morton building. For more information and to get started on your building project, call 800-447-7436 or visit our website at mortonbuildings.com.
Introducing the world's laziest son.
Max! You can text your friends when the lawn's done.
It's done.
On the world's fastest lawnmower.
Well, go do the dishes then.
Dixie Chopper. The world's fastest lawnmower.
Welcome back to Small Town Big Deal. We've traveled through the wheat fields of Kansas, and we're in the little town of Heston.
And you know what? This town was such a big deal to one man that he named his entire company after it.
Today we can expect a bit of light rain in the morning with winds from the east at around 14 miles per hour. Some sun comes popping through the clouds just after noon. Overall, a good day to be in Kansas. This is Dan Miller.
Like most farmers, the weather was one of the first things Lyle Yost wanted to hear each morning. Then, he would set out to make farming more efficient that day than it had been the day before. And a tradition of innovation was born.
Mr. Yost, he must have been like a pretty innovative farmer back then.
Right. We're standing in front of one of his early inventions in 1955. This was the first self-propelled windrower. It was introduced here by Heston, and it was very innovative at the time.
So this allowed you to mow the hay and windrow it at the same time. You didn't have to go back and rake it.
Right. By the time we got to the mid-70s, we developed the large square baler process, and that was probably the single biggest innovation. It really changed the way that hay's put up around the world. The town and the company have worked well together over the years, and certainly we're fortunate to have this industry in a small town like Heston.
And known worldwide for hay products.
By the year 2000, we're wholly owned by AGCO. Massey Ferguson became one of our cornerstone brands here that we produce at the Heston site.
You know, Tim, all this history has been really cool, but, you know, I want to go see how something's made.
Hey, let's go. Jann, are you coming?
You know what? I really have an affinity for old things. I'm going to stay here.
Let's leave her here.
More the museum. You guys have fun.
So I walked out of history and right into today's ultra-efficient windrower assembly plant. Tim introduced me to a couple of experts to answer my questions. Then, as Johnny Cash would say, I walked the line.
So all these tractor models start with the same basic frame?
Exactly the same frame. It does not matter what model we're running.
So when does it start changing here?
Most of the options change when we get up into the engine station. That's where we start separating it out and giving it its own distinct flavor.
Along the way, I ran into one of the efficiency experts that keeps this place humming.
Ramya, what do you do here at the factory?
Any processes you see that are new, that are already existent, and we try to optimize it to get the best bang for our buck.
It all came together at the end of the windrower line. This tractor has come a long way since 1955.
Hey, Rodney, I found the finished product of the windrower. And did you know this? That these two big front wheels, they move independently, they're powered independently, so this thing can turn on a dime.
The making of the Massey Ferguson large square baler was next on my list, with a key component on display up front.
Now, Mike, this is a pretty important piece of equipment right here.
Yes, it is. This nodder assembly is an integral part of the large square baler and is assembled here in Plant 1. The big frame is made out of raw steel, and then we do some machining to it, some heat treat to it, and most of this is done in-house.
I found out that a lot of the folks putting these powerful machines together are also the farmers that use them.
My family's got a 40-acre farm. We probably put up between 4,000 to 6,000 square bales a year.
You're actually taking this stuff home and using it.
Oh yeah, the quality's very good.
You know, it's just so cool that just a little while ago it was just like raw steel, and now it's like almost a finished baler. So the first knot this brand new baler made. So we've assembled a complete baler. Just got a few shields to put on and goes out the door. I don't think you can top this.
Hey, Rodney, I just did. Big hay baler, me on top. Cool, huh?
Now, the granddaddy of them all, combines. This is the beginning of a Massey combine. Doesn't look like one right now.
No, it doesn't, but that's how they all start out, in a basic model, and then they build themselves up as they go around and assembling them.
Now, Craig, about how many parts would go into a combine?
Well, in this particular unit on the Massey Ferguson, it takes about 7,500 parts.
Now, Rochelle, I understand you grew up on a farm and probably ran a combine or two.
Yeah, I did. My grandpa used to farm, and I was always with him on the combines any chance I got when I was real little till as long as I can remember.
So you'd be happy for your grandpa to run this machine?
Absolutely. I know how good it is to have a good machine. My grandpa didn't want to have any time down, and he was always wanting to be in the field, so it was important to him to have a good combine.
As the day went on, it started to make a lot of sense. That if farmers are developing the equipment ideas and other farmers are working in the plants making it, well, that's the stuff I want to use on my farm.
You know, these combines, they are like, oh my God, wait. Wait, I can do this. They're like giant transformers. I don't know what they're gonna think of next.
I was wondering the same thing, Jan. So I went to Maynard Herron for a look into the future of Heston.
All the years you've been here, what would you say is the top innovative product you've developed here at Heston?
Actually, I think it may be this product, our WR windrower. It's capable of auto guide. It can operate up to 16 mile an hour with probably plus or minus 3 inches driving accuracy. Equip this with telemetry. You can tell from your office where it's at, how fast it's operating, how long since it stopped the last time, how much fuel it's burning, something like 20 channels information.
Maynard, looks like you guys are really carrying on the Heston tradition of innovation. And I'd just like to encourage you to keep it up because all us farmers really enjoy that.
What excites us is making products that do the job better.
What impressed me the most about Heston is that they are making farmers' lives easier all around the world.
You know, I think Mr. Yost really completed his mission. But you know, our next story is really sweet.
This is the one with the chocolate!
Yes, it is.
Heston. Over the past 65 years, it's been our pleasure to bring the world's best hay tools and the world's best rodeo to the world's best farmers. What could be better than that? Heston, we know hay.
Hi, I'm Rodney Miller, host of Small Town Big Deal. I recently got wind of a way to make my pond picture perfect, and it's all thanks to my good friend John Redd at Outdoor Water Solutions.
Thanks, Rodney. At Outdoor Water Solutions, we manufacture a wide range of pond products, including the windmill aeration system that you see behind me. So if your pond has moss on the top or black muck or organic matter on the bottom, then you need to look at our products.
And John, how can our viewers find out about you?
You can go to our website, which is outdoorwatersolutions.com.
Introducing the world's best neighbor. On the world's fastest lawnmower. Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower.
Welcome back to Small Town Big Deal. We are in Merriam, Kansas, just outside Kansas City.
And you know, Jan, this little town has something almost as sweet as you.
Aww.
One bite of the famed Vallow Milk candy and I'm transported back to my childhood.
This is good.
That homemade milk chocolate, the creamy marshmallow filling. It sure does bring back some sweet memories.
For generations, Vallow Milk has been a big deal to people all over the country. Rodney and I were eager to join fifth-generation candy maker Dave Swersinski and taste a tour.
I think she meant take a tour.
Okay, so this is where all the magic begins?
Yes, this is the start of our production line.
Oh, that is a beautiful sight.
In the first step here, we have our chocolate depositor. That's going to go ahead and put chocolate into the cups. And it goes through a row of air jets, which is going to blast the chocolate and get it to scoot up and form the shape of the cup.
So that air pressure has to be just right or else it blows it everywhere.
It blows it out right out of the cup. Our marshmallow is made by batch. Each batch is in a separate mixing bowl.
You know, she is just having too much fun.
Who gets to lick that bowl?
Well, you can.
I wish it were smell-o-vision. Seriously?
There.
No, I wish.
Yeah, let her lick it.
I feel like a little kid again.
So then the cups are going to come through and they're going to get ready to get the marshmallow centered. This is our cooling tunnel. The cups are still soft and pliable. So it goes through there to create a shell out of the chocolate.
So if you put chocolate on it now, it wouldn't work, right?
It wouldn't work. It'd just sink right down in there.
Oh, it would sink down.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Once we saw the process, Jan and I just had to try our hand as candy makers.
You know, this is probably what Jan dreams about at night.
I'm trying to decide if I feel more like Lucille Ball or Willy Wonka. Heave-ho, Rodney!
Oh, man!
I am armed and ready.
I wish you'd hurry up.
Is that good? Rodney was afraid I was going to fall in there. I said, well, I'll just eat my way out.
Oh, that'd be the way to do it.
And
she would have too.
Why don't we go ahead and go on down the line?
Thank you.
So now when we come in through here, this is where the marshmallow has already gone through the tunnel, and it's ready for the top chocolate to go on.
Ooh, more chocolate.
More chocolate, oh no. Then the people have to take the tray and they have to shake it to cover the rest of the top. And then step back away from the machine a little bit. There you go.
Put your hips into it.
The chocolate's getting colder now, so
I
go
know.
ahead and
I
set it
guess I
down.
had to eat that one.
Yeah.
Whoops! I got him out of the thing.
That's another one I'm going to have to eat.
Jen, I think you're going to win this. There's definitely a technique to that.
Yes, there is. It's your first day on the job.
You're fired. That one, no. See, that one didn't make
See,
it.
this one won't pass. That one won't
And
pass.
that one won't
That's
pass.
not going to go. That's not going.
We did our best, but I think we better move aside and let this talented group of professionals do their job.
This group ships out nearly 10,000 2-cup packages a day. When we're not slowing them down, that is.
So we headed to the administrative office, which is really more like a Valomilk museum, to meet the chief candy maker, Russell Cyphers.
I don't know of any other candy or product that is handmade the way you guys still hand make it with original recipes and get it to the people so fast.
We're very old-fashioned. It works. Why change it if it works? It's more of an art than it is a science with us.
You know, I'm curious what it feels like to be part of such a long history.
You've got a great responsibility. People want to know, what's your title? I say steward. But taking care of people's memories and taking care of the company, so we'll survive.
Because people write you all the time about their memories and their childhood.
They're absolutely wonderful.
Dear Mr. Cyphers, thanks a million times for sending me a box of Valomilk to use in my proposal to my now fiancée, Christy.
Favorite restaurant,
As I told you,
Cracker Barrel. We saw Valomilks in the candy section. We took a walk back in time to our childhoods and recalled many memories centered around
Her family moved away after that, but 55 years later, I still think about Mary Jane every time I eat a Valomilk.
I still remember how I loved the candy and had fun collecting those discs while they lasted. Thank you for the memories.
So you're not really making candy?
We're making memories.
Yeah.
Now, how can people find you? Do you go to your website or?
We have a website, valomilk.com, and Valomilks are in every Cracker Barrel Old Country Store restaurant throughout the country. So, if you can find a Cracker Barrel, you can find a Valomilk.
We gotta go taste these.
Yeah.
And now, are you ready for your Valomilks? I understand this is your first one.
It is. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this all day.
When it runs down your chin, you know it's a Valomilk.
Oh my gosh.
What I want to do now is make you two ambassadors of good taste.
And I think I'm gonna go with this.
Okay,
So thank you
let's do.
so much.
Yeah, we'll see you around.
See ya, yeah.
Bye.
Run, Rodney, run!
Jan, what a refreshing story, where they still make an old-fashioned candy the old-fashioned way.
And sweet memories.
I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Small Town Big Deal.
I know, I really enjoyed Russell.
But you know, I think you really enjoyed the candy too. So how about one more for the road, Jen?
Oh, I did. These were amazing. And you loved driving that combine.
Yeah, but you really love the horses.
And I know you have a granddaughter who wants a pony. I think she should have a Clydesdale. I have the perfect solution.
Thanks, Jen. I'm sure she'll love it.
If you have a great story from your town, go on our website. Please tell us about it. We might be in your town next.
I'm Rodney Miller.
And I'm Jan Carl.
Join us again next week when once again we celebrate the great stories from across America.
Are you going to finish that one?
Of course. You had like 15 this week.
I've not had 15.
You have had 15
No,
this
didn't
week.
I counted. I think it was like 8.
No,
No, it's more than that.
I don't think so.
The credits are running. We gotta go.
Are you sure you're not gonna finish that one?